Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and come back at you with another full Alliance War video. This is from a little bit earlier on in the season. I'm trying to get this full season posted. So this is War number 3. We're going into Node 4. This has the Arc Overload and Vigorous Assault. So when Magneto has that regen buff on from the Arc Overload, he's fully unblockable. Magneto is not a defender, so I don't have to worry about stubborn. Torch is just a great counter to Magneto. He's not metal, and Magneto does energy damage on his hits, so he builds up smolder. So basically, once that regen falls off, I'm going to try to parry as much as possible. I do get smacked in the face. Don't advise that. That does build smolder, though, so I am boosted. Yeah, you can just see that those incinerates just melting him. So we about 50% through, let the regen fall off again, and then we just kind of go to town. Parry, medium, light, medium. Apply the max incinerates. Temperature is now max because every time he hits you, it gets raised. Maxed at 20. And before he can even think about throwing another special, he is dead, out for the count. And then next up we have a Hyperion. So for this hype, I considered throwing on an indestructible boost, but I was like, nah, I can do it without. And you're gonna see why I should have. Now I do not die on this fight. My plan was to block as many of his L1s as possible. I do get clipped at trying to come back in on that heavy too early, and now I'm just trying to play very open, not blocking, which is going to help bait him to throw specials, especially those special twos. And it's going pretty well. I'm blocking all of those beams. You can get out of range of it, but I really wanted to build Smolder, which is going to increase my incinerate damage. So out here I'm trying to make sure he baits a special, and he doesn't. So not even that too far in, I get smashed with a special 3. Luckily he didn't have any of his cosmic charges. I'm about 55% health. So not a good start. Counter his heavy with an L2. Got a big long stun on him, which is technically not ideal. And I'm thinking, oh, please don't go to another L3. He doesn't. Now I need to block something to remove the indestructible. We get the block on the L1, hit him with some smolders, intercept him, get him medium, light, medium in. I need him to throw another special. Come on, dude, do not hit me with a special 3 with 3 charges. Whew. He doesn't. He throws it. He throws his L1, blocking the L1, blocking the L1 again. And this is why, like, looking back, I'm like, man, I really should have used a indestructible. And he gets to L3, but we burn him down before he can use it again. So I lost a lot of health there. It's gonna cost me a few health potions. Not the biggest deal, but yeah, I think looking back, I probably should have used the indestructible boost for that. Here we got a Cosmic Ghost Rider on node 20. This is the Strike Counter Fury. I mean, I don't know if I feel like a broken record if you're watching this for, like, I don't know how many war videos you've watched, but thing is an awesome counter for almost anybody on this node. The whole strategy is to just redline it. So here I'm just kind of blocking his L1 at the start. I'm pretty certain I start to evade it. Maybe I don't. The evade timing is the same as Storm Pyramid X. That's kind of four evades. Looks like I've just been blocking, which is building up my rock stacks, building up my furies. But I'm just redlining it, and once this guy gets so many furies, he hits so hard. Protection is put on every single time he hits me. So the damage that I take from blocking any of those specials, parrying, is just super, super small. Look at that. It was 1 health point, 60 and 50. I think that's what I saw on those special beams. So I mean, it's like nothing. I'm at 86% health. We leave up the Power Focus 1 node frequently just because it helps prevent them from ever, going super passive and getting to L3. You don't have to bait too much. And if they're not throwing specials like he was at that point, you can just keep hammering into him, and he's kind of stuck in that between 1 and 2 bars of power. So 79 hits, and we take Cosmic Ghost Rider out. A little bit of block damage, but nothing too significant. And then we're going to move on to Mr. Sinister. Now, Mr. Sinister here is on the Power Snack. Usually I'll use Thing as my counter for Power Snack. And for this one, I'm like, well, I'm boosted up. I'm going to go in with Human Torch, and you just need to be really conscious of where his power is at, especially when he hits the 50% mark, because he's going to get that backup recovery, and I don't want him to shoot up to L3. Ideally, I don't want him to hit L2, because I don't want that concussion on me, because that's going to prevent Incinerate. It's going to prevent me from like parry blocking him, and I'm just trying to block everything on the L1, is to prevent dexing, so I don't trigger that power gain from Power Snack. And when he throws those specials, when I have Incinerates on them, they get put back onto me and they get converted into Smolder. So Human Torch just keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. You can see here I'm being really cautious because I'm right at that 50% mark. I think I'm going to tap him. There we go. Get him over. And he only gets enough to get up to like a 1.5 bar. So that's good. We are going to keep going. I did get a dex on that, being a little bit too close, a little bit too late. Now we're in the corner. I'm just like, come on, dude. You need to throw your special. And now I'm like, okay, I can't dex. And I need this dude to throw special, because if I dex, he's going to go straight to L3. I'm just going to block all of that. And now I need to see if I get those intercepts. I'm not getting any Incinerates. The concussion does finally fall off. I do another late close dex, give him some more power. We're getting close. We're getting really close. But man, he can heal a lot of the damage. And I think here I'm going to go for an L2 and then just kill him. And I basically have him stunned as well, so I could have gotten another big combo on him. Oh, Power Snack. I hate Power Snack if I don't have a counter for it, like using Thing. But here we go up against a Mix Master Apocalypse. Now, normally we see Korgs on this lane. And my buddy Mirage Turtle, he destroys it with Storm Pyramid X. But now we got kind of a different thing. So I had brought Guillotine 2099 specifically for this fight and the Polka Dot Power fight. So I did have an Indestructible boost on that I forgot to mention on the Mr. Sinister fight. I still have it on this fight. And so my whole strategy here is parry, and then 2 lights that are very quick underneath the stun, which won't trigger the Mix Master, and then do a medium, light, medium. So it's a light, light, medium, light, medium. And that will get you 5 hits in every combo. Now I don't do it all the time, but for the most part, that is my strategy. You can see I'm getting 5-hit combos, and then I build up to my special one. I hit him with my special one. And then I think right here is kind of where I'm like, okay, I think after this one, I think I'm going to say, look, I can deal with his specials. I'm just going to block his specials, not try to dex, trigger those Indestructibles from Stubborn. And I need to build up to my L3 and then kill him with an L3 so that I can bank my charges, my combo, and be able to have Guillotine ready for the Polka Dot Power fight, which has a Havok on it. And this fight is going smooth. you know, I just need to make sure that I mixed up the combo. You can get 4-hit combos. You can just do like a medium, light, medium, or a light, medium, light, whatever, or you can just do a light, medium while they're under the stun. There's a couple different options, just whatever really works for you. You can do a bunch of heavies as well, but we get him down. We make sure that we're in the 5% range. I mean, my L3 would have killed him much higher up, but just to guarantee that I didn't try to cut it too close, we get him under the guaranteed 5% range. L3 kills him, bank my combo, Mixmaster Apocalypse goes down, no problem, no sweat, 93 hits, no hits taken. So now we're going into section 2 later that night. This is node 30. This has the Vigor and the Indomitable. It has a Sasquatch. Bringing in my torch. Not doing pre-fight. I'm just going to try to do short combos, parry medium, light, mediums, apply max incinerates, build up my temperature just naturally through the block. Because I'm putting on so many incinerates, I'm going to get Nova Flame regardless, and I'm going to be able to do some power stings. And you can see this dude is melting, and he's melting fast, and now he's really going to be hurting. I'm going to hit him, I think, with an L2 after this, after he throws his L2, and he took so much sting damage. I don't even get to throw my L2, so that went so quick. Yeah, loved it. And then we have a Immortal Hulk, and I think this is the first time that I've seen him in the season. Maybe the second. I've seen him twice. I don't know if this is the second war or the first war that I saw him, but this is Buffet. Thing is immune to Buffet because he's immune to Nullify. In Buffet, you have to nullify the buffs that you trigger. So even if I trigger Dex, it doesn't matter. And I'm just going to try to build up a lot of rock stacks with doing some shorter, like mediums, medium, light, medium combos. And build up those Furies. And I'm just going to try to keep this guy at his L1 just because it's so easy to get out of range from and just kind of watch and then counter. This Immortal Hulk, he's going to be building up his radiation charges, which is going to allow him to heal at the end. But I do run not Max. I used to run Max Assassin. I think my Assassin is 3 out of 5 for the mastery. And if I remember correctly, I'm actually going to bypass his heal and just kill him. And it's all because of the Assassin Mastery. And so I don't have to worry about trying to kill him again, worry about his unblockable and whatnot. So Thing is generally a really solid option for any buffet. Granted, there are some counters that Thing would not be great to use, but he totally ignores the node, which is fantastic. I've got plenty of destructibles built up, so if I do any dexing, it's just going to consume those. I don't have to worry about the indestructibles basically doing damage this whole fight without any problem, any concern. I think I'm going to bait out this last L1, and then he's going to die on the next combo after that. Yeah, he doesn't even trigger his regen. Thank you, Assassin Mastery. Came in very clutch there. Less fighting you have to do. Less fighting equals less chances of mistake. And so here we have a Sentinel, and I think this was originally assigned to my teammate Doomslug because he had a Magneto. I was boosted. Again, Thing is immune to Buffet. And so I think I'm going to try... I'm trying to think if I try to manage the strike counter, suppression, or not. So that I can throw some specials. Looks like I missed my combo early, so I got 3 of those on there. Oh, I do have the power sting, so yeah, this one I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna keep hammering, and I think I get 1 special off this one, and then that's gonna be it. No more specials because I can't gain enough power, which is okay because Thing gets a lot of his damage, at least how I play him, from you know, just ramping up the Furies. And they're getting ramped up. Got plenty of destructibles to play with. And yeah, I mean, Sentinel, he's a tank. And this is maybe a longer fight, but yeah, it's really very, very simple. Nothing too difficult. I'm just trying to bait his L1s. Just because if they do hit me, it's pretty weak. You know, his L1 applies armor break, which I'm immune to. I think it also apply a heal block, which doesn't really come into play here. Just want to stay away from the L2s. I mean, I can evade the L2s fine, but if you happen to get clipped, those incinerates will do some pretty significant damage to Thing. And we're getting over a minute and a half in. He's at 40%, and he's just about, just completed full analysis. So he's going to use less power. He's going to be unstoppable on his heavies and whatnot. But we're just going to keep powering into this guy. His L1s are easy to evade. Doing some damage. I need to make sure I don't run out of those destructibles. Get clipped there. Go in and I get parried. So it took some damage, but I did have protection up from that hit. And this guy's just still going down. Thing is just a tank. Sentinel's a tank. And in this case, you know, us as summoners should have better skills than the AI. And we should take care of business, which is what's going to happen. And you can look, now I'm at max 99 suppressions. I wish I could get some power, but messed up. It's alright. And this last combo should do the trick. I don't know why I didn't go in and just hit him on that. I get tagged again. Kind of sloppy at the end, but we get the solo. And now this is the second reason why I brought Guillotine 2099. I used a bunch of expiring health, the smaller ones, the health potions on Torch, because I'm going to use him on the boss, and I need to get him healed up. And we're going up with Guillotine on this Havok. I don't have to worry about the detonations. I'm just going to try to bait his heavies. I can't parry. If I parry, I'll get stunned from the stunning reflection. Get some nice intercepts in. Hopefully I can get a decent amount of degens going so I can get some power, because those polka dot power, any of those damage over time debuffs will grant power. I just want to be able to knock down that stun shield, because those are only knocked down from either a poison or an incinerate. And so I banked in some combo protection, and we're just slowly going away. 65% health left on Havok with 20 hits in, so it's not too bad. And I think this only takes like 50 hits to take him down. He did seem to kind of hit a lot more into the block. I thought he was gonna be able to bait some more heavies than I was. Yeah, there we go, bait one. And I'm just kind of playing it safe, backing out. You can interrupt his heavy with a heavy or your combo, just like that. And I'm just trying to push him to L2s, just because those you can counter easier. I've never really tried to counter his L1s. I just feel like there's so many dashes. There's the 3 dashes from the beams that kind of get you out of range. Just don't want to go in and counter and try to get parried by this guy. So yeah, there we go, 152 hits. So 52 hits, and Havok goes down. Guillotine does the work that she was brought for, the Apocalypse and that Havok. And now we're going up to the boss. Got some Mr. Fantastic pre-fights on. I applied my pre-fight. It didn't show. I wanted to make sure that it was applied, so I backed all the way out because we've had some trouble with that. I'm boosted, and we're gonna go in with Torch. And I probably should have healed up all the way, but I guess I was just being a little bit too stingy and maybe a little bit too cocky. And with the pre-fights, I was like, oh, I should be able to counter his special one with that. But he just kept hitting into my block, and I end up letting the Petrify fall off, which stinks because now he's going to get Hazareth, which means if I touch him or whatever during that mode, it's going to shock me. And so I push him to an L2. We're gonna hit him with an L2, get some adrenaline healing back. It's not looking great. We're at 33% to 60%, but man, those smolders are, the Nova Flames, they're starting to do some work. Dex, parry, Dex that. I need to get that indestructible back off. This guy does have, I think, a little bit of Mystic Dispersion going on. Get an intercept, and I hit him with an L2, 29 smolders. He's got 7 Novas on him, and that was so close. So close. Good job to these guys. We did win this war. It was against Illusions. Pretty close, pretty solid war, pretty even. And there's that KO shot with 3% left. Thanks for stopping by and watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.